comment the word pass on this video for a chance to win the Pass Royale. 2 people are going to win for the Hero Goblin season. Enjoy. Good afternoon, Los Poppies. Today, we're back with another anabolic video, and we're going to be discussing the Hero Goblins. Quite disgusting, tasty and moist. If I could really combine all those words together, I would. But these are some really good cards here, especially if they land directly on the tower. We're going to be playing with 2 decks today. 1 RG, 2 RG. These are going to be the best decks for Hero Goblins. The Wizard one, we'll start off with this one, has a 67% win rate in Ultimate Champion. I know that's a troll number, but seriously, when we talk about the win rate percentage, that is super high. Normally decks around 50, 52. Obviously, it just came out, but 67% win rate in. Obviously, none of these decks, at least at the time of recording this video, are in Ultimate Champion. Actually, none. But on Trophy Road, and just in total, this is going to be one of the best ones, especially because RG is actually played with Goblins, and ultimately, right, RG is just a super broken deck. So now you have a Hero in the deck, and of course, as you can see, we also are supposed to have Hero Wizard. I'm playing a Classic Challenge because my Hero Wizard's at 14, my E-Spirit's at 13, my Barbarrel's at 14, everything's really under-leveled, so I'm not going to play it in Ranked, but in the Classic Challenge, it should do justice, hopefully. So we're going to be able to take out quite a bit of this push here. Berserker, maybe Barbarrel back there, not too bad. We're going to suck that baby back down at the last second. Pretty anabolic. They're going to be able to hopefully go invisible again. It's pretty juicy. And there's also one with Hunter. Now, I would say, if you want a little bit more air defense, right, in terms of certain situations, like if you're facing Balloon, Hunter's the way to go, although you don't know exactly what you're facing off the rip. That's the only important part. Wow, this guy is really giving it to me, huh? Ooh, wow. We do actually prevent that wall breaker here, which is nice. But ultimately, 2 decks are going to be really good. If you don't have the Hero Wizard, and you do have the Hero Goblins, then I would say definitely go with the Hunter one. We'll play this one. We'll play that one after. But as of right now, this is going to be another good one. Obviously, I don't have the Hero Wizard, so, you know, we're not really playing the full version of this deck. But still, I think the Wizard in general is going to be really good for splash damage. Let's just kind of maybe suck tight here and see what we can do. Let's go for actually our Goblins in this lane because, again, it's wherever the last Goblin plays, the thing falls. We're going to get some really anabolic damage from the tower, pretty juicy. Take out that wall breaker, and again, be directly on his tower. Let's go with our Fisherman here as well, and we're actually going to hopefully tank for that. Resummon. Okay, we're going to pull that guy back. Resummon. I was actually not predicting the Fisherman to do that, so I ended up having actually Fireball and try to hit the Ice Golem. It's interesting that the Princess didn't lock on the Fisherman. I wasted quite a bit of Elixir there, and he just still getting half the tower, even though I wasted a useless Fireball. So, honestly, really good. Playing against Hunter himself. Let's go with our Royal Ghost in the back here. But yes, both evolutions of both decks are going to be the Evo RG and the Evo Royal Ghost. Those are some really good evolutions. Maybe you could throw in an Evo Wizard if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it, especially if you have Hero Wizard. Definitely go with the Hero Wizard. If you don't have Hero Wizard, still just go with the Hunter deck. I think this guy actually gave up, which is going to be a very smart move by him. We are playing RG, and again, as I said, RG is already a broken deck. Now you're adding pretty much 2 heroes to it, so you have the Hero Wizard, so it is going to be pretty girthy, okay? Just keep it straight, and yeah, I mean, we can just resummon him right here. Again, you actually get 4 Goblins. When it was teased, you actually only got 3 Goblins. Now you actually get 4, so you get the total remnants of 2 Elixir right back into your pocket, and you have to defend it with something else than probably just 1 Elixir, because it's going to be highly doubted that your opponent only has a 1 Elixir spell. To defend Goblins, the second time they are respawn, he's probably going to have to use something beefy, maybe like a troop, maybe like a small spell, and you bait out that small spell, especially in a bait deck. You're super golden. And even in here, right, if your opponent uses something worth 3 Elixir to defend a 1 Elixir, you know, re-Goblin, that's a super positive Elixir trade. So ultimately, this deck is going to be, it's going to be the best. Dash Tone here. I like the Arena also. It's looking pretty voluptuous. I think it's just in time for Valentine's Day. That's why they're doing it. But yeah, it actually looks pretty good. Let's go with our Barbarrel here. Just kind of suffocate any damage they could get on my tower. We're going to be able to defend pretty well. He probably has poison, so I'm not going to be able to get away with that play too much. Especially with our RG in front of the CC's Boulder in that lane. And the Hero Goblins are a threat. You can see that last Goblin, they're hanging on. That's why the thing hasn't dropped yet. Let's actually go with our... Does he go down low? How low does this guy go? That's the question. He's going for like seems to be a 3-crown play here. I think we can suck that. Ooh, it's not towards the King Tower. That's interesting. We're able to slow it down a lot, though. We actually took his entire tower. He kind of sacrificed it there. I'm not sure if that was a good play by him. Let's go with Goblins in this lane just to take out that Witch. I'm just not trying to deal with her at all. Or I guess we can just take her out to like 1 HP. It's interesting. Okay, he's going to go for the guards there. Not too bad. But we can see that thing is still alive already, you know, even being down for a few seconds. So it does have a time limit, but I think that's good. I don't think it should be there. Obviously, the rest of the game, how are you going to ever cycle back to another one if it's just on the map the whole time? So definitely good that it has a cooldown. The Hero Mega Man is going to be pretty naughty, too. It's going to be, again, probably using a lot of double Prince decks. as I said in my last video, I was using, I think, a giant deck. It was pretty good. Ultimately, I think for the deck that I made, I didn't actually have the Hero Mega Man at the time, nor I don't think anybody does, because it is not out right now, but I am actually excited for it to come out. It should be pretty nice. That's going to be an interesting graveyard. It's not really, actually, it's kind of obsolete. Think about it. It's not a very good graveyard. Let's go with our Fireball right here, actually. Maybe we can get a little damage on that Witch. Not enough, though. She's going to probably respawn some health, which is unfortunate. This is why the Hero Wizard will be good to suck Tornado all that in. But we don't have him right now, which is fine. And I don't think a lot of people actually have the Hero Wizard either, so it's honestly good that I'm playing this deck without a hero. I feel like it does a little more justice for some real-life scenarios. Let's go with our Royal Giant in the pocket, actually. Goblins behind it. We're going to actually be able to tank for that Royal Ghost on the tower right now. And our Hero Goblins are going to clean up any swarm because the Royal Ghost is locked on that Witch. We are a loss into this classic challenge. I was actually testing out this deck. I ended up with a loss, but ultimately it is going to be the best deck, and hopefully we can win like maybe 3, 4, 5 games in a row with this, because I do think obviously it is really good. Already 2 crowning this guy, and it wasn't that hard of a matchup, to be honest. He's doing some pretty stupid plays, like there's an optimal graveyard, but we'll see if he escapes with a tower here. I don't think he will, but ultimately pretty good. Wow, and you can see the graveyard, even it just placed defended too with my Bar Barrel, still does almost my entire tower. And I think we're going to be almost able to 3-crown this guy, which is pretty nice. Set up a Wizard here, RG up here. Maybe we can actually 3-crown this tower in 3 seconds. I don't think we can. Probably could have backed a little sooner, but ultimately really good so far. So how many wins have we won? Was that 1 or was that 2? I forget. I think it might have been 2 actually. Shoot, that's pretty juicy. Okay, not too bad. Let's switch over to the next deck here, actually, which is going to be with the Hunter. So same thing with the Hunter. This one has a 62%, I think it's 62.7% in Trophy Road right now. Because again, no one is using this in Grand and Ultimate Champion right now, at least, or at least it's recorded on Royale API. So people probably are, but it's just not recorded. So 62% in Trophy Road. So it's pretty good, and it's a little bit behind the percentage win of the Wizard version, which is interesting, but I would say still, this is going to be really good, especially the Hunter doing single, absolute devious air defense. Let's go with a Fireball on this Wizard. Maybe get a little bit of a lick on the tower with the Fisherman, and even more of a lick with the... Oh, yes, baby. Let's go with our Hunter actually right here to just kind of take that all out. Again, the DPS on the Hunter is going to be what you're going to look for with this deck, because obviously with the Wizard you don't have that, and we're going to be able to take that Giant out pretty much all the way. Let's go with our Log on here actually, so we can actually prevent that Giant from getting too much damage. Log this backwards so we can take that out completely. Let's just go with our Hero Goblins here. 1 Elixir Goblin to the bridge is not that bad. Even, like, anywhere on the map, if you want to think about it, it's 1 Elixir Goblin. So it doesn't really matter if you have them placed on the tower. Anywhere, 1 Elixir Goblins is crazy. So it's honestly, you basically get skeletons with what... it's insane. You get skeletons that have more HP, and you get more of them. And you can spawn them directly on the tower if the last Goblin ends up on the tower. So it's honestly a really good card. Basically, an entire Goblin barrel plus another Goblin on someone's tower for 1 Elixir if they end up getting in the tower, which normally people don't really defend Goblins that heavily, so they absolutely could be getting to someone's tower. So that's really good, especially in a lot of bait decks. But there were some bait decks, but honestly, it's mostly being used in RG decks now. I think it's because RG is so good, and because it doesn't really have a lot of heroes in it, so people are experimenting, which I think is great. This is unfortunate that we're playing against Inferno Tower. Even playing against Inferno Tower, we're still kind of shredding this guy at the moment, but we probably first-handed him. I don't think he had that, or we didn't even do any damage with RG yet. I forget, we just had Royal Ghost and Hunter, and we formed an anabolic push. That's pretty good. Let's go with Royal Ghost in here. And I don't know what I want to do right now, because he does have Inferno. Actually, I think we just outcycle his Inferno, if I'm not wrong. He does have Giant too, so he's a little bit of a girthier deck, so I don't think he's back to Inferno yet at all. Let's actually go with maybe our Fireball on this. Prevent that from slowing down. He's going to have that, which is unfortunate. Let's just go all in with the Royal Ghost play here. Bump that back a little bit. We're going to have some pretty devious... So this is interesting. What if I place the Hero Goblins down again? Okay, it switches heroes. I was assuming that would probably be the play that switches to the next hero, but that's interesting. So the Hero Goblins still stay on the map, but the Hero Bar switches to the next one. That's fine. Let's go with the Hunter back here. Let's go with our Fisherman actually right here, so we can pull that back a little bit. And surprisingly enough, he's actually not going to get any damage on my other tower because I do have a log, so it's pretty good. And he's going to freeze for no reason. Let's go for a Royal Ghost right here. Let's go for this right here. Let's go for everything right here. Just go everything, put down the map at once. We should be able to clean up really nicely there. And the Hero Goblins are going to be pretty much on the tower. Let's see if we can actually resummon right now. Let's go for one of these. Let's go for a Giant to tank and resummon the Goblins on his tower. 4 Goblins directly on his tower. And look at all that chip we would have gotten. Ah! So anabolic! Just... Oh! But it really is. That's actually a really nice pattern. That's kind of... I like it. Let's see what we get from this chest here. 2-star. Popping out at 3, I actually achieved the Slurpee chest finally at 11,500 trophies in Clash, so it's pretty nice as well. The Slurpee chest is just level 16 chest and up, I think. I'm trying to get to 12,000 trophies. I think I can with maybe some other decks. I do have a good Hog Rider deck as well, but I actually have a bait deck for Hero Goblins as well, used with Hero Valkyrie. It's honestly pretty tasty, but just not factually winning, at least on Royale API standards, and I think in general the best deck, if I'm gonna say the facts, is going to be this one. So that is the deal for today. Let's maybe go with just nothing right now, actually. We can kind of hold back a little bit, I think. Maybe we go with our Rogue Ghost other lane. Hunter should take all that out pretty well. He's going to take out our Hunter pretty well, but we should still be pretty good. And then hopefully we can take out that Furnace, if not all the way, because I don't really want to deal with that later. I think we are going to be able to. Let's go for an RG at the bridge. I don't want to be too, scared here to push into this guy, because he does have... What the heck is even that, man? Interesting. You know what? I think I might just go with a simple log, and I think an E-Spirit actually should do, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go up high with the E-Spirit here, take all those guys back, zap them a little bit, and we should be able to get no damage on the tower. That's pretty juice right there. And he's going to go... Ooh, maybe. Okay. He's going to go for a little frisky Hunter here, or, Ice Golem at least. Let's actually pump that. I wanted to do that just in case he wanted to cast a spell, kind of preventing him from doing that. That's a lot of elixir to spend. He spent 11 elixir on my tower. I cleaned up with a nice 6 elixir defense. So let's actually go for this, and this is the good thing about the Hero Goblins right here. Let's go for this, and let's actually summon these right back at the last second, providing a little bit more of a push here, which is nice. He doesn't have his Barb in yet. He's going to be able to do that, unfortunately. Wow, that's actually quite unfortunate. And minions to DPS. Wow. Woo! More elixir. Okay. Ah! Dude, I knocked the guy to live for that long. That was insane life right there. He just gathered an entire new bloodline to himself. That was actually insane life. He was alive for half the tower. He took half the tower. I don't know how that's possible. He had minions on it and a barbarian. This is why Daddy's good, guys. This is why the big man is probably gonna rule the arena in this season. I'm telling you, this is gonna be the best deck. As seen right there, half the tower with 6 troops on it. Pretty girth, and the whole deck's gonna be good as too, because it has, again, 2 heroes, or at least the other one does. This one only 1, but still, I wouldn't even lie, it's still just an absolute disgusting anabolic deck. I would go with a fireball there. Let's go. Okay, I should have fired. If I would have fireballed right in the center of there, that would have been so juiced. I literally missed my fireball. That could cost us the game. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's go with actually. You should be pretty good against this actually, because he might freeze. If he doesn't freeze, he's kind of an idiot. Okay, let's go with our goblins back here. I think the poison has to go with 2 ticks on him. It does. What is happening on the screen right now? Let's go with our log here, because we can't take any more damage. Alright. Lost this game, right? It was an interesting... I thought about the floor, okay? So you can't really blame me for that one. Ultimately, this is going to be the best deck. You can see for yourself in Royal API, maybe in Ultimate Champion. I want to see kind of if anybody's maybe using it right now. Leaderboards. Ooh, Hall of Fame, people reach Ultimate Champion. Okay, so people... Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, it's a new season. No one's an Ultimate Champion yet, so I figured, yeah, probably not even Ultimate Champion. That makes sense. But yeah, that's going to be the best deck. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and if you're using RG, use Hero Goblins.
Run it up, moonshine in my gut. Shoot a buck, made a buck to fly for the mud.